Alright, and we are live. So, as we do every time, would anybody like to hit with a little recap of what happened last session, with social hours being able to just be saying, social hours?
Isn't that all we did?
Arson.
Hey,
There were a few notable things.
Yes, there was the fish dinner, which May didn't show up to. There was bits of background stuff, and there were a couple house fires. The first one wasn't arson. The second one is arson. I think that's basically it. And we learned a bit of Akio's backstory, and we found that we can't get deeper into Tamira's until we bring the party.
Well, the first one was thought to not be arson. We don't know it's not.
You investigated and found that it probably wasn't arson.
Yeah, but if you have a fire, and then the day after you have another fire that was pretty confirmed to be arson, you probably,
Yeah, okay.
look
Anyway.
back on the previous case a little bit.
Yes.
and
The only other thing of note is I think May's target's behind the door in Tamira's somewhere.
yes.
But that's it.
Also, Hero came back into office. Good.
Yes, Hero's doing good.
And he didn't really say anything terribly noteworthy.
Correct.
Seems to be back and good.
Just back and how he was. Having a grand old time. Alright. We'll get those D20s going and see who gets some inspiration.
Hey.
It's looking like it's going to Akio.
Yep.
Yeah, baby. Woo. Alright. So, with that out of the way, we left off on the morning of Saturday the 21st, so
Mm-hmm.
we will pick right back up where we left off. I'll get the music changed here. Gonna go with not that one. Just gonna go with this classic here, and if anybody else has anything they want to throw in to the bot that they for just some casual music, feel free. But I'm just gonna throw that on as our backing until people have suggestions, if you have any.
I can throw one on later, but I keep this for now.
Yeah. Alright.
We can switch it up a couple times as we go.
So, believe what we left off on was you finding out there was an arson, and that being the end of it.
Correct.
So, with the news of the arson coming out, everyone transitions to their free time.
Yeah.
Let's go to the cafe. Which I haven't done. Yeah,
And what day is it?
it's Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm out investigating the league. So work.
You know what? I'm gonna go to Tamira's.
Ooh. Alright. let's dig into this a little bit here. We vibe. Alright,
Good choice.
let's check on this here. We got... I am incredibly prepared.
Hear me out, Eric. Later on, we should throw this one on too. I'll drop it in bot, but later though.
Yes. Paul's just gonna say at the cafe.
Then yeah, I will come to the cafe and exist for social scenes.
Okay. Akio,
Yes.
did you want to do anything special at this here fast food place? Or are you just coming to do a thing?
I was just coming to do the thing.
Alright. Because of the unique way that this social link works, you don't need to do a scene and it just goes...
Oh!
And... HP item effectiveness is now at a +2. Alright. How'd roll me a D100?
Not great, but not terrible.
You do pretty alright in Tamira's, and you get... You come home with an extra 200 XP under your belt.
Nice, nice. Would love to see it.
Song doesn't loop properly.
That's unfortunate.
Tragic.
And...
I don't think we're at a scene. We're either one convo away from a scene or it's the scene. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so May and Paul... May and Paul are... would gain of convo, but they would not be at a point of social scene, so we can just make that a convo if you want.
Yeah.
Alright. What is Kayame up to in town?
DMs.
Oh, we love those. Alright, let's leak some secrets here real quick. A child beauty pageant? What?
Ah!
You picked like the worst, just random ass thing.
I did, yes. Alright. DM understands, so we're good. Kayame is standing in line for the newest anime girl action figures.
It's better than the previous one.
Alright. And with that, I believe everyone is accounted for, and we can skip ahead. Y'all.
Did you add money?
Hey, what's Ryuzu's working or something? I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. True. That's a job, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm out following up on Elite. And I don't feel like moving my token for that and picking an arbitrary spot, so the opposite is.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't want to designate a spot for you to have to go, so
Exactly.
that's what we're gonna do. But I'll just jump ahead to the morning of free time again. So, because it is now Sunday, so you can move yourselves where you need to be.
Work.
Sunday.
Also work.
If I may's going to the cafe again, since the two of you are sitting in here working.
Yes.
Because I'm going to show up for social scenes.
Yeah, you would.
Okay. Well,
I
that's a big easy answer.
It's almost as if May. There's a very good reason May wants to have. I want to have May to have social links with people.
Almost as if it's going to be a lot easier to conveniently go for your target.
Yes, it's almost as if it'll be easier to commit murder.
Almost as if.
What?
You're right. If you ask the police officers very nicely, I'm sure they'll help.
Just get their
Well, you-
social link up enough and they'll let you do anything.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Ah, wait.
That or convince May not to commit murder.
That's
You
true.
don't know May.
That is the more likely option that Hada would go for, but get the S high enough, he won't stop you.
Or he's resisting arrest.
Yes, that's a great idea.
Because while this is a Japanese cop, his player is from Florida.
Oh god damn it.
Exactly. It's on brand.
All right. So, Hada, what are you up to in town?
I am actually going to DM you.
Ooh.
There you go.
We got a trend going. I love it. Damn, Kenji's speaking to us. It's a rarity.
Let's see, what are my social links going to be? I'm gonna link up with
Messages
Paul.
sent.
Now I'll link up with Akio. Now I'll link up with Ryuzo either.
No, we just had one.
Yeah.
Yes, with this many folks at once, though, I'm gonna make you work for it. So I'm gonna shift us to the cafe.
Oh,
Get situated in our spots.
given that I have a social link, I'll like to say it's relatively early in the morning.
Hmm. Good morning, what can I get you?
Hot chocolate.
Just the usual.
Hmm. Yeah, is that back? He comes back, does the whole shebang as he does. Please enjoy.
May will thank you, and we'll enjoy hot chocolate.
I just take a sip and give like a sigh of oh god, words appreciation. I can't talk today.
Yes, May also relaxes a bit having warm hot chocolate and just settling in. And there's awkward silence because no one knows what to say.
No, Ryuzo's just kind of sitting there quietly, seeming deep in thought, and drinking his coffee.
The problem is May's also here quietly enjoying hot chocolate and relaxing.
I mean, is that really a problem?
For the
Yeah,
purpose of
it's-
having social scenes that give social rank ups, it's
Not
mild.
necessarily. Sometimes it is nice to just kind of hang around people you know quietly.
Bask in the silence.
I'm not
It's
saying every scene we do be that, but like, you know, it's bound to happen at times.
This is more or less a hangout with some potential ups in the thing here. I'm just where there's 4 of you getting a conversation. I'm gonna make you do the conversation.
Man, that's fucking toxic.
Yeah, I know.
I'll take all the time you need.
Like I said, Ryuzo, I didn't come here for socialing. I came here for coffee. So I'm mostly, like I said, you notice Ryuzo seems pretty deep in thought, but if somebody tries to talk to him, he'd probably respond.
He is just sitting there in silence, enjoying his coffee.
You can have a
I
cat
mean-
decide to give attention or something.
Depending on the like busyness of it, fucking Paul would just be probably sitting there reading the paper, making small talk like weather and such.
I mean, I think May's literally just here enjoying the normalcy.
Like it. I dig it.
There's not much deep conversation. It's just
Yeah.
It's new
Chill.
wave. It's new wave bossa nova, which is definitely a thing that exists, and I'm not just saying as Majora's Mask ocarina song and trying to make it sound like it's a mood.
Totally.
What you're looking for is vaporwave.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know vaporwave's a thing.
here you go.
Oh, we shop bossa nova. Let's go.
Oh,
I feel like that's gonna give me slight PTSD of school, though.
hmm
Greg knows exactly what I mean.
that's the Wii Sports theme, though.
I know, but they're close. No, I played this before, though. It is good.
Them there clackers.
I will never get over me explicitly telling you do not click on this one fucking page, and it's exactly the only one that you clicked.
I don't know what you want from me.
We cheered everybody up that day. It's fine.
It's true. We were still one of the best presentations somehow.
The whole room felt like fucking death until we like bit the bullet and presented first, and then everyone was like, "Oh,
Everyone was just like, the dread in the air was so thick you could grab a cup of it.
yeah."
And then the Wii Sports theme starts playing from our project as everyone presenting starts doing a little bop dance.
Yeah.
That was that was a good project. I hate coding bowling scoring. Anyways. I will call this scene a close. I gave everyone a +1 convo. A couple of you are now overdue for your one-on-one social ups. But that's okay because those overdues bleed over into your next rank.
I think it's me and Paul, right?
I want to do one, but 4 people are here, so I can't exactly get a rank up, apparently.
Yeah, not unless
There's not enough conversation happening toward the rank.
Yeah, I will let a rank up happen with multiple people if there's like the conversation goes that way. I'll let a rank up happen regardless if it's a one-on-one conversation that's cutscened. But in a group, it has to be.
I get it. Yeah. I don't know what May would talk to Paul about. Is the problem?
That's fair. I am only setting. Only setting the bar for multiple people.
I don't think May has enough of a read to know what she thinks Paul's response would be to being asked for help with her stuff.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'll bring us back. And that will conclude our morning activities. So I'll shift us to Social Hours Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. Woo. And you may navigate wherever you'd wish to go.
Rough time-wise, is so far as part 2 like afternoon or are you closer to evening? Would you rate it as? Or just magically whichever one? Is social hours part 2 afternoon or evening?
It's afternoon. It would be like as soon as the school's let out, essentially. Technically, it's also when work lets out, but that's just for the convenience of making social hours work that way. And technically, the clock says noon.
You don't have an evening slot, but
just call it like 5 p.m.
There is an evening slot. There's just not anything to do during evening slots right now because everything's closed. But you haven't unlocked evening yet.
Rip.
I'd say you could probably just ballpark it to be around 5 p.m. When a 9 to 5, let's say.
I'm debating because I feel like these two are just going to sit at the cafe again is the thing. I mean, they do work there, so...
No, how could you possibly know exactly what we're going to do before we do it?
Are these the arrangements then? Are we going with this?
No, sure. Let's do it this time. Maybe we'll start at the cafe.
Okay.
I have something to at least start a conversation. I don't know where it's going to go, though.
That's fair. Ryuzo, anything you'd like to divulge that you're doing in town?
Heard you, dams.
Okay. Alright.
I can elaborate on that if you need me to, but otherwise... that.
Alright, well, I will assume that these are our final arrangements for this set of social hours.
Yeah, you know that I'm not going anywhere else right now, so...
Alrighty. Let's go back to the cafe then.
Take 2. Yep, just delete me out of there.
Alright, take 2.
Let's see.
Can never have the cats in the same spot.
I don't know. It might be inside, but I'd say you probably pick up on that May seemed to relax a bit in a sense as once after Ryuzo leaves. But otherwise continues. Well, there's probably been like sitting in a booth and reading at some point. I don't know how to put her here.
He knows this.
Yeah.
Alright, so I want to point out as we start here.
Yeah.
Paul and Akio are overdue for a social scene. And
May's doing with Paul.
May and Paul is due one. So we can do both of those here. Even if you wanted to do them one at a time. Just keep that in mind as you make your conversation choices.
I mean, technically speaking, maybe I don't know. Never mind. I was gonna say something like, wouldn't Paul technically be able to go up with both of them at the same time?
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I'm just saying you could have the conversation that creates the up with Akio and then walk over and have the second conversation with May. Like, that's fine. Because everyone's here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So
Aw.
Paul is going to go back into the kitchen for, a few minutes. And he's gonna come back out with a what looks to be a cup of coffee, and he's going to place it down in front of you, Akio, and just say, "Now, I've been trying something with a special blend. I want your take on it."
He will gently pick it up. Let the smell waft into his nostrils. He doesn't swish it, but and then he'll bring it up to his mouth and just slowly like tip the cup. It's a little hot. And get like a nice sip of it as you hear it. And I'll kind of close his eyes.
Can I describe to you how it tastes?
Yes, of course.
Alright. So, from your... I'm assuming he's well versed in drinking coffee.
He has made a few coffees in his time.
Yeah, alright. So, as you drink and get past the initial, heat of, just the hot coffee, it kind of tastes like, it tastes smooth, if that makes sense. Yeah. So it's smooth. It's not like super harsh. It's a little sweet. Like in the as much as unsweetened coffee can kind of taste. And it almost tastes a little chocolatey.
Ooh.
And Paul is just kind of looking at you expectantly, like, come on, let me know what does it taste like. You're like, is it good?
Oh, no, like he's kind of taking it in, and then he finally swallow. He's finally like swallows it. It's an audible swallow,
Yeah.
and
Love the audible gulps.
and then you hear him breathe out his nostrils, and then he opens his eyes, or eye, I guess, because you only see one of them. Anyway, he then turns to you, and he smiles. That is very good. And he puts a hand on your back and gives you a pat on the back. How'd you make this? I might have to put this on the menu.
Now, I'm still working at the Kinks, of course. I need to actually, like... I know a guy. Right?
He like squints.
I may or may not have gone down to the this library in town, right? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yes.
I've been there a few times.
Okay. Me as a player couldn't remember if there was a library in town. Oh, literally,
Yeah?
there's a
Yeah.
map at the top that's literally called library. Okay, cool,
Yes.
awesome. I'm just blind. Okay.
It happens.
So Paul's like, not quite yet. We can't put it on the menu. I messaged a friend of mine back from home. He had some connections and was able to send me over some of that coffee.
Oh.
Honestly, how it didn't get stolen now is beyond me, but
Goom hacking.
I mean, if we could get at least decent supply of it. I guess that is the problem.
if we can, I think it'd be a great addition to the menu. However, like I said, I would have to work out the kinks.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm glad you like it. It means that I wasn't completely off base.
I can't wait to taste the final product, as it were. Already perhaps thought of a name for it. Although
Yeah,
it's
I will.
very
I will
on the
leave that-
nose.
I will leave that to you. I am not. I am not good with names.
I'll think about it and I'll wait till it's finished, I suppose.
Yeah. As soon as possible, I'll let my friend know that was a success and see if he could send some more over.
He has another.
I love the prop acting.
Thank you.
Is that good, God?
Did we do good, God? Do we
Well-
RP good?
Did you MP goodly?
Would you believe it?
I mean, I don't. I
Yeah.
think even if we didn't, we were at 5.5. So
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
kind of a given.
Before I go now,
Kind of an easy give, considering
Yes.
that you guys just work together. It got kind of pretty easy to.
Imagine.
yeah. of May come up and say hi at some point later during the day. It doesn't need to be like right after your scene. But with the sheepish, I should probably get to know you better considering we've been through 2 palaces and I've kind of just been chilling here all day.
Slowly blinks at you,
Just
holding the coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee.
May's been here like basically the whole day. She got here at some point in the morning and she's just been chilling and reading and existing. And I just come up to say, hi, I should probably know you better.
I mean, no one's forcing you, but if you think it'll help, then by all means, what would you like to know?
I have no clue.
Blinks
All right,
audibly.
So, from the beginning, one day in a hospital, I was born.
Okay, that is the norm to my knowledge.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my mother didn't show up for my birth.
I'm killing double takes.
Okay, we're gonna, do the insight check here, of course. Yes, May recognizes your joke. Very obviously.
Yeah, yeah,
We didn't really need the insight check, but I wanted to roll it.
it's fair enough.
Akio's a little dense
Yes.
sometimes.
May smirks at your joke.
No, I mean, I had pretty normal upbringing. I grew up in the U.S., if you couldn't tell. I'm sure I've brought it up at some point.
Yeah, I think I've heard that somewhere.
Yeah, moved here. Jeez, how long ago? I moved here a while ago, and I was really enjoying it. I've liked the culture for years and years and years since I was little, essentially. Yeah, and then ended up getting married, and then later became homeless. So, I mean, that's kind of given. When I was a kid, I used to, watch a lot of movies, read a lot of books. Haven't read a whole lot recently, but I still enjoy to from time to time.
What about the library? The librarian loves giving out recommendations.
Yeah, I have taken her recommendations before, but I'm usually so busy here, and if not here, then I'm training at the gym that I just don't really have the time to read the books.
I mean, it's been quite quiet here today.
Paul will kind of give a side eye to Akio, just kind of gauge his reaction.
He shrugs. And then in the distance, wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, but you don't have to point it out.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I probably should. No, mind you, I've given it back because I didn't read it, but I'll have to go pick one up soon.
I'm overdue to go pop by the library and get some new books. Been busy.
Well, hey, maybe we could go together and you could give me your recommendations.
Do you want science fiction?
Oh, hell yeah.
Might actually be able to find something then.
That's awesome. I like I said, as a kid, I used to watch a lot of movies, and if it wasn't a horror movie, it was some sci-fi schlock. The cheaper, I guess you could call it, the better, because it's just nothing beats an absolutely horrendous B-roll movie.
True. I don't think I've seen many of those. The wholesome in for the projector.
Um, yeah, we'd have to go check out the movie rental place. I'm sure they have absolutely great options, and you can kind of hear the sarcasm in his voice. Not really sarcasm at the movie rental place not having like actually really good options, but like
B movies as great options.
B movies has great options.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, we'll have to go sometime and make a thing of it. And get everyone together, grab some snacks, stuff like that.
Yeah, could do. That's kind of it for the conversation, though I will note May has basically been in the cafe all day and no one's commented on it or asked about it. But yeah.
Yeah, that's all for me.
Yeah, so no one comments on May's just been chilling in the cafe all day.
No, I mean, you do you. The cafe is open for a reason.
Yes.
Yes, the lack of investigating makes it very hard to get information about May's circumstances. But yes, in that case, that's all that basically happens. I think.
Akio noticed, but he's not going to pry into your business. You're not prying into his. Smile.
All right, well, with a conversation of that caliber,
Yeah.
all right, so May and Paul, you're going up to link level 3.
Huzzah. I think May and Akio's on the next conversation. It's on
boy.
the 4th, is it? Or do we need to get +4 and then do another one? I keep forgetting the exact thresholds.
Main Akio is +3.
Yeah, so now I just need to show up during one of your special scenes to get progression there.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. With said being said and such, we'll fade back to our town map.
See, I don't know how to get the May-Paul interaction to get into more backstory detail. Because May's not going to open up with it unprompted, I don't think.
Yeah, that sure is the issue there, because Paul doesn't pry.
Yeah, Paul doesn't pry and May's not going to open up about it.
Okay. I will transition us to the nighttime. Everybody wants to make their way home.
Akio makes a single step in place.
Alright, I want to do... Okay. And I'll transition us here to the morning. So everyone goes to their work schools.
Yes.
I believe Monday is when I give out our .5s.
Mondays and Saturdays.
Oh, I missed Saturdays. I'll give everyone an extra .5. I'll give everyone just a +1 then.
I think those are the 2 days normally, but it's just twice a week.
There are the 2 days now.
They kind of make the most sense. How was your weekend? Do you have any plans for the weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably the easiest one to have that kind of water cooler talk.
For the other groups, yeah.
Okay. With that being said, Ryuzo and Hada.
Yep.
All investigations into the arson have thus far led to just completely dead ends. The police department is scrambling to try and find the arson, but all of the tracks are just really well covered up. The only thing that they've been able to confirm is the existence of the gasoline on the outside of the house.
Okay.
So, just so you know that's going on. And I will pass us into social hours for the day.
Let's do the library visit that May needs to get to.
Hmm.
Oh yes, May did talk to Paul about going and visiting the library, so May
This
and
is
Paul
true.
visit the library.
This is in fact true.
Yeah.
Big if true.
As always, if somebody wants me somewhere, let me know and I'll go there.
Let's see. Oh, the library is due a scene because the library's at +4 convos.
Still thinking.
That means I need to come up with legally distinct sci-fi book names.
Oh man. Legally distinct names.
The Eternal and the Holy. My favorite robot space skeleton book. Also my favorite, twice deceased ruler.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright. Let's take a look at some social links here and see what we're doing. Alright. Jim. Any plans at the gym or just giving that +1 combo?
Just that +1 combo.
Okie dokie. Next person to go to the gym is going to have to do a scene, by the way. Batting cages, any plans, or just getting that convo?
Getting that sweet ass combo.
Bop. Okay. What's the plan up at the park?
Oh, I just have to get back. It's just +1.
Okie dokie. Alrighty. Now. Let's go to the library.
Which is indeed the library.
All right.
Yeah. Go into the library and say hello.
Oh, hello. Welcome back.
Hey.
Finish out the list, have you?
Yeah, here to make some returns and find some more stuff to read.
Oh. Tell you what. I'm going to do something a little different this time.
Oh?
He hands you a sheet of paper,
Mm-hmm.
and on it are listed sections of the library.
You sending me on a scavenger hunt?
In these locations are books that I think you would be interested in. However, I'd like you to take a look at them and pick them out yourself.
Oh, might as well. Maybe I find something else while I look as well. Does Paul not show up here? Because he's also here.
Yeah, he wasn't there yet.
Mm.
And now he shows up.
As he goes, oh hey, that reminds me, you were looking for some sci-fi recommendations, weren't you?
Yes, I was actually.
Sci-fi recommendations, huh?
Yeah.
Anything in particular that usually strikes your interest?
Somewhat dystopian sci-fi. Maybe with a mix of LA noir.
Ooh, have you read Modified Graphite?
Man,
You should get that. I hope you get that.
I did get it. Yeah. Man, this matter is weird. It's almost carbon that's altered. Yes.
Interesting
I've-
synonym.
Never actually read or watched the show, but it was pretty good. Sounds right up my alley. Could Could you point me in the direction of it?
Yes. Let me write you up a couple of more recommendations as well here.
Let me get off to my scavenger hunt. I go into the library and start searching.
Let's
Using my
see.
powers.
This one. We have Knife Walker as well, if you're interested in that.
Man. Sure.
All right. We also have a few books based off of that game, Digital Delinquent.
Yeah, that sounds good. Hopefully, it's not as much of a mess as the game itself was.
No bugs to be found in books, thankfully. Well, unless they're not well kept. All right, and here's your list.
All right, thank you, and I'll take the list and kind of start going down it, and picking out which book at least to start with.
They're all very well organized and show you a little spot of like where you can expect them to be inside the library.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got like designated sections and markers that you'd be able to find when you go in there.
Yeah. Paul says it's probably going to go with Knife Walker.
Yeah.
Because he watched the movie and seems really liked it.
We love legally distinct book names.
I love it.
Let's see how good of a
Digital
time.
Delinquent. Yeah.
May's getting a bit lost or distracted in the library.
Alright, time to flex my stuff. Nope, that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
So, Paul, it takes you about 5 tries and running your finger over the same book 13 times before you realize that you have been just not reading the word Knife Walker this entire time. It's been right in front of your face.
I was looking for Sword Dancer. Fuck.
Yeah, in the time it took you to walk into the library, you forgot what the name of the book was, and we're looking for Sword Dancer instead.
Yeah. And then it finally clicked, and it's like, oh shit, that's the book I'm looking for.
Yes. For a very quick second, you did notice that there was a book named Blade Runner, but then you quickly realized that it was a knockoff.
A knockoff legally distinct book.
Yeah.
Of the true classic of
Knife Walker. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool.
Yep. The bootlegs are going to be the actual titles. That's what's going to go.
Yeah. Where? I guess I could probably ask the librarian to do it in character. Oh, but fuck, he's done it before. Shit. God,
Yes.
where's the computers in the library? Because he definitely has done this before. Hint, 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 nudge, nudge. How else would he have gotten into contact with his friend from back home to get a hold of the coffee?
We're gonna say they are like up the stairs here.
Okay.
Make it easy.
Immediately, May's doing a little better, looking for more books, so she will not have like raced ahead of you, and at some point, like notices you at the computers and like glances over and says, "What's up to?"
Oh, I have a friend back home, and he has, I guess you could call them connections. He got a hold of some pretty nice coffee and sent it to me,
Mm.
and I wanted to see if there was any sort of way that we could
Get more.
get more to kind of like make a small like trial run, I guess, if you want to call it, at the cafe. Boss seemed to like it, so I'm assuming it's pretty good.
Imports might be a bit pricey, but good luck.
Yeah, that's why I was going to talk to him to see if we could work something out.
Oh, good luck with that.
Worst comes to worst, I just work some overtime at the cafe or pick up a second job. Who knows?
Doesn't that kind of defeat the point if it's costing you more to do the coffee than you're making from it?
Well, if we can sell it for more than we are importing it for, then technically speaking, it is all profit. Plus, I mean, for this test batch, anyways, it's coming out of my wallet, just because I'm not really sure if it will kind of take off, so to speak. So rather than have it affect the actual cafe itself, I could just chalk it up as a failed experiment.
We've got, we've been in the palace. We got money out of the palaces.
Yeah,
We
but
get a second job.
this is my idea, so I don't want to use our funds to fuel my ideas. That makes sense.
You'll probably get more money in tomatoes than you could get just getting another job.
Yeah, but at least if I go with my way, then I won't feel bad about spending it.
May shrugs.
It's just something I need to do to, justify it to myself.
Understandable.
But we'll see. That's why I was talking with the buddy. We're going to just to see what would be needed. Not pulling the trigger on anything right now, but
Well, do what you
just
need
getting
to.
some information.
And
Yep.
good luck with that. Unfortunately, I don't think I have much of a coffee fan, so I can't really comment on how good it'll be.
Well, that's fair. I mean, everyone has their preferences. It's just for the other coffee fans, they may like it, so that's why I kind of want to do a trial run of it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get this checked out and go chill and read for a bit, and May's carrying like a big stack of books.
Alright, I'll see you around at some point. Let me know how those books are.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul will sit down and
Yeah.
talk to his friend from back home.
May will check out books and then go chill in like the seats over here. And Paul may or may not notice when he heads out. Yeah.
Alright. That's everything for that then?
Yeah. After he's done talking to his friend, he'll check out the book.
Alright. I
Might
won't
walk.
make you talk to the guy to check out your books, because the original part was the...
Here, yes. Paul doesn't pry, but you can perception check to see if you notice May chilling and reading in the back, as opposed to like having left the library.
Sure.
Because I need to do something so you can actually get towards realizing.
15?
Yeah, May's not hiding or anything. She's literally just in the library.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you notice May
Uh,
chilling reading in the library, as opposed to having gone home.
If you notice him as he's leaving, he'll just kind of give you a wave goodbye,
Yeah, she'll give a wave.
and walk out the door after checking out the book.
Yes. Eventually, maybe someone will notice the trend, but yes, May's chilling in the library.
Me as a player, I
You're
know
the player. You as a player,
Paul as
probably.
a character, however, no.
Yeah, no, it's pretty obvious what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that's everything.
Alright. So with that out of the way, we finish our social hours for today.
Wow. Don't even ask me what I'm doing.
As a completely compared DM,
Compared?
as a completely prepared DM, I forgot where you went.
The general store, which is do a conversation as well.
It is a do link up. Yeah, you're correct. I almost skipped that. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god, it's Hada.
It's Hada. He was just here before. Now Ryuzo's here.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever, like, map-wise been into the general store. I've
You know
gone
who-
there, but not...
You know who
the
has
chat.
been in the general store map-wise because he's invisible?
Cactus Man?
Yeah, Cactus Man was there for a second.
Fair
He's
enough.
not- he's not actually there, though.
Where even is the fucking... Actually, no. Actually, yeah, hold on, let me think. I didn't realize this would do for a link up, so give me a minute.
Yep.
We're just gonna walk in and trying to think of what I'm here for specifically that I can do scene-wise. What's the general store have? Is it like what kind of shit? Just food?
The general store is general. Anything that you can get out of the loot table, except for the money, is available at the general store.
Okay.
So your healing item, generic healing item, and then the ice cube, car battery, blowtorch, optical illusion, pocket bomb, pocket portable fan, voodoo doll, and holy water is available.
Since I am here, is there any of those we need? consider as well?
Not really.
I don't think so. No.
You
All right.
haven't really been doing a whole lot of. You don't have the huge catfish anymore, I should mention.
Yes.
That
Yeah,
has
we do
been-
not have the huge catfish anymore.
Oh, you do still have half a stale cake.
You know what? We're gonna roll with that. Ryuzo walks in, kind of like peeks around the store, and decides that he doesn't really want to like comb through the shelves for everything he needs. So I walk up to the counter, I look at the man, kind of like, "Hey, how you doing today? I'm looking to bake a cake. Around where in the store would I look to get the ingredients for that?" Basically, where's the baking aisle?
He kind of looks at you with a very like strong glint in his eye, kind of almost glaring at you. Then he'll slowly lift up his hand as he points over to a little section in the back there.
Okay. I look at him, just kind of like
He looks
give a little bow.
he looks like he's incredibly angry at you, and you don't know why.
I give kind of a small little bow as a thank you, and then kind of come over here, scrounge up whatever I need.
You find some cake mixes and all the stuff you need to make a cake.
Perfect. And then I grab my stuff. I come back up and sit it down to be rung in, and then around here is when I kind of look at him. Does he still have the grouchy look in his face?
Yes.
I'll ask him how his day's going.
He'll just be like, not too bad. Working to make a living.
Aren't we all? I understand that, that's for sure. Been busy today?
No more than usual.
I guess. Is he the owner of the store? Just to double check.
He's like probably 17.
His parents.
Okay.
Are
His parents
So his
own the
parents
store.
are like the owners. Okay, good. That's I got one or two options loaded here. It's like, okay, that's not too bad then. You know, makes it so you have less you need to do. The day more relaxing.
Yeah. He seems very standoffish to you, and you're not sure why.
Can I roll for perception?
Yeah, go ahead.
Insight.
Insight probably, yeah.
Insight.
Yeah.
Oof. That's
Yeah,
not good anywhere.
Yeah, you don't know why. You didn't use your inspiration last session, did you?
I don't think so.
Because you would still have that banked if you wanted to use it again. Or if you wanted to use it.
I don't know. I'm trying to think, is it really worth burning on this?
Probably not.
Nah, we'll save it. So I don't really know why he seems so standoffish with me, but I'll just kind of maybe probe a bit more and be like, you know, do you like working here at least? Like, is it not too bad? I can't imagine it's everybody's dream to work in a general store, but I'd imagine you could do a lot worse.
At this point, he does like the funny like delinquent like as he like looks up and he's just like, working here's the fucking best.
The best.
I'm gonna take this shop over, so don't let me hear you talking trash about this job.
No, there's no trash to be talked at all. But I didn't realize you were going to get to take the place over. That's awesome.
Well, mom and pops can't run the place forever.
True that. Well, it looks like, and I like kind of gesture around the place. Looks like you do quite the exceptional job around here keeping the place up. up to quality.
You think I'd keep it down to quality?
No, but I've been to plenty of other shops that definitely do not care to maintain their shop the way that this place obviously is.
Well, that's clearly what sets us apart then.
Well, with that in mind, I'm sure it's only going to get busier and busier around here. Once people, word of mouth goes around, you know, they hear about the quality of your goods, the quality of the shopping experience here.
Yeah, bring it on. We'll murder the competition. Figuratively.
Yeah, I was going to say, I get that he doesn't mean literally, I just kind of like let out a chuckle. I'll make sure to spread the word around town that for people's general shopping needs. If they need anything, they should stop by here and speak with you. Especially with how helpful you were to me. I mean, I really didn't want to dig around and try to find all the ingredients on my own, having not been familiar with the store. So I really appreciate the point, the direction of where I can find what I need. Not something everybody would do.
Nah. I just got lucky they're all in one place. If they'd have been spread around, I'd have gone and grabbed them for you.
That's even nicer of you. Thank you so much.
Nah, I ain't no saint.
You don't need to be, but you ain't no sinner either from the looks of it.
You've noticed that this entire time he's not stopped that glare.
You want me to roll again, or are you not going to let me roll again?
You can roll again. Now that you've talked to him a little bit more, you can roll another insight. He's not aware he's glaring.
I kind of have a feeling it's something like that, based on how he's talking. One of those things where it's like the disconnect, you know? It's like resting bitch face when someone's like perfectly happy, but they just look pissed off.
Yeah, it is. It is 100% that.
I'm not going to mention it.
Fair enough.
It's a weird thing to just bring up. Be like, you know, you look fucking angry. Just out of nowhere. I'll leave that for like a future scene here, maybe being like, hey, you know, after I've talked to him more and it's not a fucking stranger in the door walking in being like, why do you look fucking pissed off?
Yeah.
So yeah, I pretty much just wrap ups then, just kind of like, thank you so much for all the help. I need to get going. I'm gonna try and get this cake made up, but I'll make sure to spread the word around about your shop.
No problem. I see people start flooding in saying you recommended them. Maybe we'll cut you a few deals here and there.
That sounds awesome. And then I kind of say goodbye and head on it. I had to bullshit all that. I was not prepared to do a scene here.
That's okay.
We're good though.
It went well. Okay. With that said, we're now really done. I didn't forget anybody this time. All right. Alright, and as everyone goes to sleep for the night, Kenji texts the group.
Kenji's alive?
Yes, Kenji's doing great. He's playing video games and is at home every day.
That's true.
Surprised he's not devastated by that savage roasting last week.
Yeah, he is. That's why he's playing video games.
He's trying to, like, forget about it. Keep it off his mind.
He doesn't know there's an arcade in town, right? I mean, yes, they're not the same, I know.
I don't remember what the bot commands are. Somebody want to swap the music now? It's been a while. Mm-hmm.
I guess what's Kenji messaging us about?
1 second. I will tell you in a moment. Okay. 1 more second. Okay, so you get a ping from Kenji saying that a location has suddenly popped up on the navigation app. A waypoint, which is not usually how the navigation app works.
Waypoint? I
Yeah.
guess they would pull up her own one and see what's this.
You see a waypoint on the map.
For what?
It doesn't say what it is. There's just a spot on the map that's marked as a place of interest now.
I probably also notice it, and
Where around town is it? Like roughly, what part of town is it? Is it like waypoint towards Tamira's? It's a massive arrow.
I kind of shoot out a text to everybody in the group mentioning it, and then I've noticed it and suggesting maybe we all meet up at the cafe to discuss it more in person.
I mean, that or just meet up at the marker.
Whatever works for everyone else, it's fine by me.
I figured, like, meet at the cafe, talk it, and then go to the marker. Instead of all just show up at the marker independently. But either way.
Yeah, let's meet at the cafe and we can carpool to the marker.
So it's off a bit it's off at the edge of town. Not the nicest walk or commute.
I don't understand, I'm gonna be honest. We have to commute there regardless. And the cafe is pretty close to the marker that just got placed.
Yes, but
Yeah.
let's pretend the map's not perfectly accurate and also May doesn't have a car.
It's not egregiously far. It's a good little walk, but I'll move it a little closer. It's a good little walk, but it's not like super far.
May does not have a car, but I think that's the intent with meet at the cafe where May and everybody else can already get to easily, and then, like Hana said, carpool. It ensures that everybody shows up on the scene at the same time, and then there's no, like, 3 people are earlier and get pulled into the metaverse by accident.
True.
With that being said, unless anybody has anything else to say about it before sleeping, we'll move on to the morning. As per usual, nothing crazy happens at work or Hool. So I'll jump to the afternoon. So I'll just leave us here for now, because I'm sure we're just gonna chat and.
Yeah, I wouldn't even bother loading up the cafe map.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I just happened to be peeking and noticed that it was there. It hasn't been there the whole time, that's for sure.
Well, gang's all here. Got a mystery outing.
We were warned that there might be more to come, so why break what's been working for now? Let's say we go check it out. If need be, we can pop in and see what we're dealing with.
Sounds good.
It's fine by me. We can at least see what's over there. It doesn't look like there's no keywords or anything associated with it, so if it is a metaverse thing, there'll just be nothing there.
So we think, but there's still a lot with all of this metaverse stuff that we don't really know how it works.
True.
We've also got wrong time. We're about to go off for something else, but we need to get the whole gang together to go into Tamira's again. There's a door for deeper, but I think a couple of us have seen it. Don't think we can get through unless we're all together.
It's true. I'll need to find a time that works in my schedule for that, but we definitely could probably do with taking another pass through and investigating what has changed, if anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, time for an adventure, I guess.
To the marker.
To the marker.
To the edge of the Amogus Forest.
So, as we arrive at the marker, there's something indeed visible. Did that just not drop?
I don't... Oh, there you go. Nah, you shouldn't leave it that big.
Absolutely.
Door.
Door!
There's a door.
It's just a velvet room.
So, we see a blue door just in the middle of nowhere, just standing there with like some fog coming out of it.
I'm assuming the fog maybe somewhat obscures it from other people too.
That's a great question.
So there's just a door floating in the middle of nowhere.
Is Kenji absolutely nerding out about it?
A
Absolutely.
violet.
I figured
colored
both of
door
us would
part.
be.
And as you come in sight of the door and are close to the door, you see a shadow walking out of the, like a silhouette walking out of the door. And you see this.
Well, that answers questions. It's you.
Please, make your way inside.
Don't gonna tell me twice.
Alright.
Let's get going.
No, I'll move this
I do
side,
so.
but yes.
As you enter, you suddenly flash to where you were all sitting and standing before when you were in the Velvet Room, which is really weird because some of you just went from walking to sitting out of nowhere. And that's a very strange sensation to feel.
This is fine.
I mean, I'm standing, so it's not that big of a change for me, but still jarring.
Now I'm lounging.
I once again pull out my notebook, pull out my pen, get ready to take notes.
Greetings. Welcome back. This time, for real, as I haven't drug you here, but you've actually physically entered this Velvet Room. No need to worry about your notebook coming or leaving with you.
So it would seem.
As I mentioned, I was setting up a variety of services for you all last you were here.
I take it the door means that you've got them already?
Indeed. And I've placed the door in a location you can all reach, so you can come visit any time.
Is there not any worry about people other than ourselves finding the door?
I assure you, you're the only ones that can see it or interact with it.
And what might other people see if we were to walk through the door while they were around?
Wow. Given the flow of time in here compared to out there, they would see you walk up to this empty area of woods, stop, stand still for a few seconds, and then return along your way.
Interesting.
Similar to
So
when
I-
you enter a palace.
So time doesn't pass when we're here at all.
It does slowly pass, but
Seems like a perfect place to take a nap, honestly.
you could. Though, there are repercussions for falling asleep in here.
Such as?
That doesn't sound ominous in the slightest.
All I'm saying
Sausages
is, we've never really confirmed that people wake up.
Out of character. That's a lie. I played Persona 5. Joker wakes up from a nap every time.
Yeah, but
You don't know that.
Anyways, yeah, continue.
that's when he gets
That's actually
summoned.
a good point.
That's when he gets summoned there by in Dream.
That's true.
Of course, that's different when I summon you here out of your dreams, because you're already asleep in the other world. But
Just use the time to catch up on paperwork instead or something.
So not a bad idea.
Well, that's
Is
a
that
great
like-
idea.
Me and Hana probably like peek out of the tent at these other tents around the room.
you notice that they are now. Previously, they were not very lit up, and now they are all lit up.
I see.
I guess we have to bring a folding table or something.
I'm sure that can be arranged.
In any case, I will tell you of your purpose here. And no, it doesn't just work. Okay. He will place a charm down on the table. I believe a lot of you have collected charms such as these.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of them.
My goal, or my offering for you here, as he places another one down. What I can do for you is, well, for one, I have a stockpile of these. I have a stockpile of these charms that, given that you had possession of one originally, I can allow you to repurchase. And should you bring me 2 of them, and he snaps his fingers as the 2 of them spin and combine into each other, becoming a larger charm. I
And what's that
can
do?
also allow you to fuse your charms together, turning them into altogether different charms.
Sounds tempting.
Seems useful.
I'll let you get through the rest. Any further introductions before we start digging into this, I think. Because we've got some spares. We've got like. How many?
Bot just died.
We've got like 12 stashed charms right now to do fusion with.
Bot just dead?
Oh, it just went down.
Caught live in 4K. Another bot dead.
No, it's starting to play it. It's just not. Like it
Oh, it
says
does?
that it says that it's playing it.
Temporary dead.
Temporary dead.
Try jockey.
You just code one and run one locally on the server that hosts.
He
Found.
has one.
Yeah,
I've written it for him.
that one doesn't work for me.
Then fix it.
I'm too lazy.
He will not.
Do I need to fix it for you?
I have one that I can run. It's just inconvenient because it stutters half the time.
Rip.
Because he stashes it away. In some cases, fusing those shadows charms together will make you a more powerful charm. Though, if you end up with one that is, I'd say, above your pay grade, it may revert back into its normal shadow and cause a fight, but I'm sure you could take it. You may also have noticed that the tents outside are up and running.
Yes, though I felt it rather rude to just get up to go investigate while we were talking.
Yes. I have hosted some powerful shadows in those tents, all of which holding a charm that is uniquely strong. Which is to say, the moves contained within those charms are not ones you will find anywhere else. I, of course, don't recommend that you take on those challenges at the moment, as you are far weaker than said shadows at the moment. So, I will bar you entry to those fights for a while, but once you reach adequate strength, I will open those fights up to you, if you so wish to take them on.
And where exactly have you procured these unique shadows from?
I'm afraid that is a secret.
I see.
I mean, the answer's pretty obvious. He has his ways.
Yeah, I know, but you gotta ask.
However, I may be able to provide you a sneak peek.
Yes, please. That would be fantastic. I thought you were just gonna make him do it.
I would love to make him do it.
Are you struggling? Have you been working on this throughout the session?
Slave labor's been doing stuff.
I believe that.
This was done like last week though.
Slave labor had a thing ready for this specific piece.
I'm just going off what you said
I had to
at
make
the
more
start of the
pieces.
session when you said you didn't have certain things ready.
I did.
So,
And then this happened. I'm like, well, I guess I have something ready for this.
I will show you a sneak peek of one of the arenas I've got set up for this. As he snaps his fingers, a small circle opens that shows you a hologram. And sneaking a peek through this portal hologram thing, you see this battle arena.
Dude, I didn't know Igor was Iron Man.
Oh,
It's fucking advanced tech.
That's an arena.
This looks like something I'd expect to see in 14. Do we see the shadow? Just the arena.
You just see the arena at the moment.
Question. Is the center platform, like, raised? I'm trying to figure out what this is looking at it from a top-down perspective.
Well, it's, I believe that this is, like, a tower-ish, if I'm correct. Like, this is above the ground's below. Pretty sure, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. I know a few people know what this is.
It does look familiar. I can't place it right now, though.
Clue.
If you know, you know.
Yep.
I had to mimic something.
I mean, that's enough information for me. But I won't say anything.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is there's a specific reason that someone had a reaction to it.
Oh, I already know now. I understand now, but I won't. I'm not gonna say anything about it.
In any case, those are the services I'll be offering. You are all free to come and go as you please. And of course, you need not worry about your visits here taking up time. So feel free to drop in whenever you'd like.
Thank you very much. Sounds like these services will be quite the help to us.
I sure hope they are. I will let you know if any further services become available.
We might as well take the opportunity to see if there's any good fusion options.
Can I ask a question as well?
What
Is
your
she still
question?
breathing?
She's still breathing? I mean, yeah.
Last time we were here, she didn't really say anything, but you said she was breathing. At least it was alive. She never says anything while we're here.
Yep, no, she's alive. She's just sitting there.
Okay. That's all.
But she does stand up as the end comes to the meeting. I will escort you all out, given that we can't just send you back this time.
I mean, do we want to do fusions before we leave? Because we're here. Unless you don't want to have it ready for that. We've got a party inventory full of charms.
It's a DM question if he's ready for it.
Yeah.
She just stands by the door and waits until you're all ready to leave.
All right.
God is not ready.
Not prepared. Got it.
She's not the one fusing. You're more than welcome to go for an attempt to fuse.
Well, let's pull out some charms. What do we got? We've got We'll ignore the treasure demon charm, and we'll ignore the equipped ones right now. We've got Pixie, Andrus, Baphomet, Mothman, Belphegor, Koropagaru, or I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, Jack Frost, Kapatengu, Black Ooze, Huapao, Onomaraki, and New. We have a bunch of charms. Anything interesting we can make? I don't know if you're literally running the fusion calculator or something.
Or if you have like a table of what combines and what doesn't.
Yeah, we've got a pile of charms. Is there anything interesting we can make?
I'd imagine you're going to make us have to discover what makes what. But I also imagine you would know what combines with what.
I have no idea how the system's gonna work because like Persona automates it very easily, but this is D&D.
Yeah, it doesn't quite automate it, but
Yeah, it shows you like, hey, these are all the things you can make. You need a calculator externally to go figure out like crafting.
Does it tell you exactly what it makes, or is it? Am I thinking of SMT that doesn't tell you? One of them doesn't tell you.
I have it. It does tell you in Persona 5. And I do indeed have a fusion calculator up.
Well, what can we make?
What one would you like to start with for...
No. We will be here all day if we do it this way. Do you have a list you can just go here, like the game would do? Otherwise, we will literally be here until the session ends.
Yes, there's like too many combinations because we've got 12 plus. We've got 12 or so plus the ones we have equipped.
If you think you would need more time to prepare a better way to go through this, we can just leave it for now.
Yeah.
I would need... Well, let me see.
Better than us sitting here and going, all right, this is charm number 1. What does it make with this, and then this, and then this, and then that's just us building a table slowly.
I mean, you can certainly do some funny shenanigans building a table.
The thing is, when I click on a... In this calculator, when I click on a persona, I can tell what it will fuse to based on what the second one is.
What you need is... You need like a persona save that's at the end game with infinite money, and you just go buy our charm library.
If only he had beaten Royal.
I beat base persona.
I mean, then you can do that. That's honestly better than any calculator. Because the calculators are only useful for like crafting chains.
Probably. If you don't want to look into this at the moment, you can always save it.
It sounds very painful for you to try and do right now, so we'll...
Very.
Yeah, I think we just wait until we have a better way of going through this. I don't think we are in desperate need of doing this right now.
Yeah.
And then we have like a week to brainstorm and get something better together.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's somebody out there who has like a list or something like already made. Like exactly what we're looking for. But it's probably like trapped in a Reddit post that links to like a Google Drive.
Yeah. Unfortunately, calculator does not let me just pick everything I have and then give me the fuse by result type thing. I could maybe... I don't know.
There's I found a Google sheet that seems to have like a full calculator for something.
Send me that. I'll
Either
see
way.
maybe I can...
Either way, I feel like this is probably best to do after session's done instead of burning through our time.
Mhm.
Yes.
Duh.
Yeah,
Correct.
I think it's basically. I think it's more of like you put two things of power levels together and it averages out with like some factor. Anyways, yeah, later. Because we are not doing the entire fusion table calculation for like how many we have. So I guess we leave.
I might be able to do funny, so we'll see.
It sounds like a job for slave
That
labor.
that still sounds like it's going to take up a lot of time now. So I still think we just
Oh,
leave it. We will come back to it.
it's going to take a shit ton of time to do the funny that I'm thinking of.
Please tell me
Don't
about it
worry,
later.
don't do the funny you're thinking of, because the slave labor can probably do one that's 10 times easier and just as efficient.
I was gonna say the calculator has a GitHub forkable version,
No, God.
so I could reprogram it.
Are you gonna code up a
Mm,
calculator for our D&D game?
we'll find
we
an easier way to
could.
do it with numbers.
Potentially, I don't know. It really depends what code base we have to work with. We do have 3 programmers in the call, so we can figure it out without terribly much time.
I looked into it and I saw index.html, so probably JavaScript.
I mean, it's been a hot fucking minute since I've done JavaScript, but you know, it's JavaScript. You just kind of mash the keyboard and it works.
I write JavaScript every day. It's fine. We'll either figure it out or we'll just find an easier way. Either way, she will walk everyone to the door. And we all find ourselves at the exact same time we entered, pretty much. A few seconds have passed since we entered the door, and we're back out where we started.
Wow.
Well, what's the
Fancy.
plan then? Are we getting on with our day, or do you want to go continue the adventure to Tamira's?
I'm down for a little exercise.
I suppose a quick trip could be
I
done.
couldn't make it to Tamira's today.
Then probably best to reschedule. I do have other things I could get to as well.
Can I insight Kaime to see if it's can't get
Yep.
to or doesn't want to? Wrong one. Doesn't want to bring May in to it yet. Or is insight 17?
It would be a deception roll if you don't want her to know.
No, I'll give some based on that.
Alright.
There, it was DM'd. Secrets.
Secrets. Indeed.
Well, we still have all day, I guess, so go about whatever we would have done without this as distraction, I guess.
Fine by me.
I do have other important things I could be getting to, so that works for me.
Alright.
That means we're going to social hours, right?
Man, it is now social hours. I'll switch the music.
Maybe we'll at least take a moment to check in with Kaime on the way back. I don't know if you want an actual scene or what, but at the very least, to check.
I'll be in the office tomorrow. I'll talk about it then.
Okay, I'll make time for it.
And she'll head to the city.
Alright, I'm going to try the other bot again. Okay. Other bot's back. We're
Good.
I just had a hiccup.
Sometimes.
It does do that sometimes. You'll see it stop being able to play the music for a few minutes.
This spot randomly died and came back, and then died and then came back.
Yeah, this YouTube keeps getting this bot and then not getting this bot and then getting this bot and then not getting this bot.
Great bot.
Well, kind of like the ad blocker war.
I think they just gave up on this one that hasn't died in forever. Like, actually from YouTube. It just dies on its own terms.
Okay, where am I gonna go? Go to the arcade. Because we don't need to super stack the cafe.
That's fair. Okay.
A big place.
And
It'd be cheap to just keep stacking the cafe for social links constantly.
It's kind of the place for it, I'll be honest.
You mean if it's anywhere?
I mean, it only goes up to a certain point before I just start moving your social link targets further and further into Tamira's, and then you have to wait until the plot advances anyways.
That's true.
Also, because I want to hold the Akio scene for when he's got the cafe closed.
Yeah.
For lore.
Also, I'm not sure there's going to be any other way for May and Hada to get a social link.
So, arcade. Just a +1 convo?
Yeah, nothing special. He goes to the arcade. May does some gaming.
Okie arcade is now on the verge. Arcade is ready for a new link. And the... What is the bot? What?
What?
Huh?
Do you want to play this song?
Oh,
AI
did it
powered.
update? Oh, did it update? Is that why it was dead?
I think it gave updates to give me song suggestions, and that's why it wasn't playing, because it was
Can
updating.
you, like,
Here's it's got
toggle
AI.
it in its settings or something?
Is the bot asking?
The bot's AI suggesting music.
I don't want to play that song, but I do appreciate that you've got a new music suggestion thing.
What the fuck is that title, though?
Looks like our fucking deck box is the damn thing.
Like, I can't copy it to find out what it is.
It does look like... I'm guessing that those are Japanese characters, and the thumb,
it's not
like,
displaying correctly?
it's just not displaying
Oh, yeah.
correctly.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That's funny.
Marvelous.
Looks like our deck box is the damn thing.
Yep. The song's written in poneglyph.
That's why I can't fucking read it.
Alright,
Damn
so
shame.
I'm assuming the secret squirrels are being secret squirrels in the city.
Well, for some reason, Kiyame got incited, and I didn't, so yes.
Absolutely.
Even though there's probably two characters there who would have had reason to be like, huh? But nobody did.
Not me. Not me in the slightest.
You do you. let's go on into the cafe then. I don't know what social links are at there, but there's multiple people, so we're gonna go there anyways.
Also, because one person calling off is already like enough. It's like, oh yeah, you've got something else to do, but someone else already called off, so who cares?
You should have listened closer to what Ryuzer said.
I will tell you this.
Hana
Hana is not
probably
at the
kind of
point
notices.
where he's going to question it yet. He doesn't need to do the insight yet, but he is noticing, yes.
Alright, let's see here. Paul and Akio are not ready yet. What about Ada?
I don't think I'm ready with either of them.
Boo.
I think I'm pretty low with everybody.
You're almost to a new one with Paul, but not quite. So, feel free to do just some light conversation. I'm just making you work for it because there's more than one-on-one.
Alright, well, as... I don't know if I need to, or if I should wait to be asked what I want, or just order straight out. I'd say just order straight out. As I sit down, I'll just say, I think I'm gonna switch it up today. Would you be able to make me a nice hot tea?
I can do that. Or would you like to do it, Paul? He turns.
I can do it. You know what kind of tea you want? Like a green or like an oolong?
House's choice.
That's a choice. All right, come right up, and he'll walk in the back. You know, hit the gritty a bit, and then few minutes later come out with some piping hot green tea. Sat down, is like, yeah, just as always, be careful. It's pretty hot.
Of course. And I will pick up the cup, blow on it a little bit, and take a sip. And this is perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, it's no issue. I used to make tea for my mother back home.
That's nice of you. What was it like back at? Where'd you say you were from? In the U.S.
Florida.
That's that place where there's all those memes, right?
I knew it.
Oh my god!
Uh,
I had to. Come on.
Live, right?
yeah, there sure is some characters that come out of Florida, but for the most part, it's a regular old place. It's pretty hot year round. I think I don't know Florida weather.
Yeah, you're right. It's pretty high year round and rainy most of the year too. So you're good there.
Yeah.
Nice and hot and muggy. It's
Oh boy, love that combination.
I love how you're playing character from Florida. Bizarre's here is actually from Florida.
Okay, I have to make sure I'm at least getting the information right, alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, I wouldn't say there's anything to really write home about. A pretty standard childhood.
That's
Funny enough, didn't go outside much. I stayed home a lot of days, but no, it was fine.
That's good. That's as long as you had a enjoyable upbringing, and
Yeah.
that's all that really matters.
Yeah, it was It was just me and my mother, but every time she would come home from work, I would always have a cup of tea ready for her. I don't know if she actually liked it, but she said she did, so you know, it helped.
If it was half as good as this, then I'm sure she loved it.
Yeah. I'm sure she wouldn't be lying to me for years and years and years.
I wouldn't imagine so. Sips tea.
Sip noise.
I don't have anything to sip on me.
Shame.
I don't know. It is. And Paul is going to go off and put out some food for the kids.
The fucking bowls.
I guess while Paul is doing that, I will. Hey, Akio, could I get a muffin?
Yeah, sure. And I'll turn around. I'll lift up the little plastic thing and take it out and put it on a little tiny saucer tray and hand it to you in a very
Sausage on the
fancy
muffin?
saucer, a plate, if you will, a small one.
I appear to have misheard. Apologies.
That's right. Anyway, he hands you a muffin.
Thank you so much. And I will take a bite. And after I finish the bite, So have you thought any more about letting me bring some of your coffee into the station?
Oh, right. I was supposed to do that. Sorry, I got a little swamped with work. It's all right.
Oh, it's quite all right. I mean, it's no pressure or anything. Just a thought.
I need to try doing that tomorrow, maybe. No, I haven't been in the general store. I'm going to go to the general store tomorrow. He's a little awkward right now.
Okay, no worries. Just whenever you want, just shoot me off a text and I'll pick it up in the morning and bring it into the station.
This is like the first time we've seen him kind of break his just demeanor a little bit because he's a little like, oh fuck.
Yeah, Hana definitely notices, but he's not gonna push it. He's just gonna give a little smile and continue enjoying his muffin and tea in peace.
Will then take out his phone and then type in it some sort of unseen note, but you can probably imagine what it is.
Yeah, I have a suspicion.
Akio will remember this, maybe.
Possibly.
One can hope.
I don't really have anything else, so if anybody else does, I'm happy to converse, but otherwise it's just idle small talk.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. I've made you work for your idle small talk. I'll add up your +1 combos. We'll give Paul and Akio one between each other, because why not? I know it was Hada mostly speaking to people, but
We do be working together.
we do be working together. Okay. And with that, secret squirrel hours come to an end. It becomes night time.
Let me go home.
And I will move along to the morning. All right. So, with that being said, nothing really happens during the daytime. So we can move right along to our social hours.
Wow. Oh my god,
Is
you remember?
Hada doing things?
I have nothing planned.
Does Hada want to go to the bathhouse?
Sure.
Okay. Akio.
Yes.
General store just had a just had a level up, so I'm assuming you're just gonna take the convo and get your groceries.
Yes.
And any plans for a scene at the bathhouse, or just going to get your convos up with each other and
Nah, bring us in.
bring us in? Okay. Let's do that then. Let's bring us in.
Might not be a long thing, but I have a few things that would feel weird to just like try to go through without going into the scene. Why not? One second. Okay. Let's say we get situated. Bathhouse is relaxing. That's the whole point of being here.
Absolutely. How did you break off the grid again? I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Right click yourself, and then there's a little icon on the right for the grid. You can just unclick.
Okay.
You can like toggle it.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
I might do the same then. Hold on.
I mean, I think you can just hold Alt or Control and ignore
You
the grid.
can hold like Shift when you're dropping yourself and ignore the grid too. I think it's Shift that you can hold. Yeah.
I'll let-
Go in and get situated.
All right. Yeah, I think we are. We'll say we're situated now, and I'll kind of Ryuza kind of like breathes a sigh of relief, just kind of letting the stress out, you know, and looks over at Hada and it's kind of like, Hada, do you know why I asked you here?
No. I was assuming just relax and get to know each other a little better, but got something you need to talk about?
No, you're pretty on the mark. It's just, I don't know, you know, I noticed that you look like you've been a bit tired lately, or maybe worn out. I could be wrong, but I figured I never really hear you going out to do anything terribly relaxed. And neither do I. I figured it might be nice.
Yeah, you know, you're not terribly wrong. It's been a odd few weeks, but so yeah, I could use a nice little relaxing soak. I appreciate that.
Honestly, I think all of us probably could in some capacity. I mean, it's been, you know, it's been a little while now of us doing our second job, so we'll say, but I guess it's still not really set in fully yet.
Yeah, it still feels pretty foreign at this point. Doesn't quite feel natural yet.
But that's neither here nor there. We don't need to focus on the work things right now terribly much. You know, what have you been up to in your free time? Your weekends, evenings. I know every now and again we see each other, but not all the time. Are you up to anything fun and interesting?
No, nothing much. Mostly just fish every so often, as you know. Hit up the gym and just, you know, the usual routine. I know this weekend it was my mom's birthday, so I went out to visit her grave, but nothing else really too special.
Right. I kind of remember hearing that maybe your parents had passed away, but, you know, it's not something that I would just want to bring up out of the blue. But I am sorry to hear that, though. It is nice that you're able to stop by and visit their grave every now and again. It can definitely bring a lot of comfort.
Yeah, I like to go on special occasions, their birthdays, anniversaries, that kind of thing.
When was the last time you were there?
Before, yeah, I'm assuming you mean before this weekend.
Yeah.
I was probably back on my dad's birthday back in June.
That's not too bad. I suppose it's probably not something you want to be doing like on a weekly basis or anything, but if you'd like and you want the company for it sometime and you don't want to go alone, you can always ask, and I'd be more than happy to come with you, though I'm not trying to intrude. I just know sometimes there's things can be a bit easier with someone by your side.
You'll get a smile out of him and thanks. I appreciate that.
Anytime. I mean, after all, out of our group, I think the two of us are probably the ones who speak the most. I mean, individually, between us, of course. I'm sure Paul and Akio spend plenty of time talking to each other, considering they work together as well.
Yeah, probably.
But I do wonder sometimes when I'm in there, it almost seems at times like they just kind of work together, not in silence, but like they don't really chat a whole lot during their shifts, but maybe that's just the professionalism.
Could be. I know that Akio definitely seems the type to put on the professional face once any customers are around, so.
For sure. Akio is quite the mysterious guy, honestly. He's hard to really figure out and pinpoint, but I like him. He's very kind.
Agreed.
And I mean, as we said last time we were there, he makes some of the best coffee in town.
Oh, Paul makes a surprisingly good tea.
I'll have to try that sometime. Especially since now that I think about it, it's not a whole lot that I get to chat with Paul. Usually ends up being Akio when I'm in, so maybe I'll need to make some efforts to change that a bit.
So before it gets too far from the topic, how about you? What have you been up to lately?
Just give me a second, I want to think about how I want to do this. Oh, it's been a lot of being busy. I mean, I'm sure as you know, with the position I am in the department, sometimes there's stuff I need to get up to outside of the normal hours. Just kind of is the life of an investigator. But aside from that, I've just been kind of minding myself, I guess, now that I think about it.
Fair enough. Well, if in your minding yourself, if you ever want any company, just let me know.
If you'd like, you can roll insight here. I will prompt you.
Okay. I do think I would like. Ah, son of a bitch.
Hold on. We'll put it to a battle. No, okay, never mind. I'm trying. I swear.
I have no inspiration. I can't re-roll.
Yeah, you don't really notice too much then, but Riza does kind of like smile back and it's like, yeah, I think I might take you up on that offer, though. Obviously, some things are a bit more confidential.
Of course.
Though I could speak to the chief and maybe request some help and mention your name. I know we do tend to work pretty well together.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime.
I'm trying to think where to take it from here. I was really hoping you were going to pass.
I mean, if you want, I can have you do a retroactive insight towards your offer of company.
Yeah, if you want, I can roll insight if you want.
Yeah, go ahead. So I'll also put that to a battle of the rolls, and oof. Okay, so a match you would notice.
I'd probably notice something, but not as glaring, I would guess.
You get the feeling that, despite appreciating the offer, he's absolutely going to avoid having or asking for your company on any of his trips out.
Noted. I don't know how I would push that right now in a natural way. Where were we at before that? Right, yeah, the roll didn't go through. Yeah, you don't really notice anything off with my response, just kind of a genuine, the thought hits me of like, yeah, now I think about it, like, Ryuza never really has requested help for any of his extra work. He's kind of just always gone about it in a lone wolf type of way.
Right.
And the idea is kind of intriguing to him of potentially being able to get a helping hand. It definitely makes things more easier. It's safer because, it's like cops in general, you always go with a partner typically.
Yeah.
But
well, anytime you need anything, just definitely let me know. I'm sure the chief could pull a few strings.
Most likely, yeah. And I'll definitely do that. But yeah, that's mostly all I had for the bathhouse scene. Just get a few things moving. So unless Hada has more, it's probably a wrap up and head about our days.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Because you were only 0.5 off, and I liked that conversation.
Understandable. Fair enough.
It does eat that 0.5 that you had, but
That's fine.
that is okay.
That's absolutely acceptable.
And you also get a +1 convo to the bathhouse clerk.
Yeah, we probably would have chatted them up on the way in and out.
Yes.
But for the purposes of saving time, we can skip that.
Yep. But hey, how you doing? Having a good day? Everything's great here. You do a great job keeping it up.
All right. Big Paul,
Hi.
welcome to the gym. Please make your way inside.
Susmogus.
Yes.
I was about to go wrestle.
I'm inside.
In the back, you see Mai is relatively off by herself, not really seeming to interact with the other people she's normally training. He's different.
pump
He's
iron.
sus. He's pumping iron. There's a figment of your imagination. He's not there. It's
He's-
fine.
He's
Oh
doing
fuck!
reps.
Paul forgot to take his schizo meds. Shit.
He's seen the Susmogus.
He's seeing them all over the place. Man.
Oh, I could put them all over the place. Don't test me.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh yeah. My strong suit.
Absolutely.
That's actually not that bad.
Every time
Plus five.
Eric says my strong suit, he always fucking rolls decent.
Eh,
Every fucking time.
My strong suit.
mid.
Mid.
Actually mid.
You just used it, alright?
Nah, you're right. It's gotta
Yeah,
cool down.
Cool down. Cool down.
Cool down. You're right.
So as you approach, she tries to look away from you, but notices that you managed to see before she could look away. You spot a black eye on her face. Seeing that you've noticed, she just doesn't attempt to hide it, but continues pumping her iron.
So, how is she looking? Like, what is her general disposition? Aside from, pumping iron.
She seems the same amount of a little out of it from the last couple times that she's been visited.
Okay.
Roll me an insight if you'd like to know more.
Okay. I'm not gonna say it because it's still probably on cooldown.
She
Let's
most
See, you would roll worse.
she most certainly is dreading the idea that you're going to talk about the black eye. You can tell that she almost doesn't want to talk about it. Almost. But you get the feeling she'd tell you if you told her, and that's why she's dreading you asking.
She doesn't want to talk about it, but she's also not going to hide it.
Yes, she's in that state of like.
Okay.
The facial expressions and the body language is giving you the it's quite a story look.
I see. So, Paul's gonna look to her and to say, "Hey, how's it going?"
Hey, not too bad. Just getting my lifts in.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what the fights are looking like for today?
Not sure. I haven't really set any up today.
Alright. And after a couple of seconds, not really knowing how to approach the subject, he's like, I don't know if this is tactless, but I thought you made fun of me for blocking with my face. Do you want to talk about what you got going on there, or is it just the boxing injury?
She will put the weights up and sit up, and then she'll look at you and let off a little chuckle. You were right about it being tactless.
Yeah. I don't really know how to mince words. Is it something you want to talk about?
Not really, but I guess it's not really anything I want to worry you by hiding.
I mean, hey, I'm just saying, like, if you want to air it out, go for it. If not, you're under no obligation to. Of course, if you want to get it off the chest, of course, I'm not gonna outright say no and walk away.
Well, I have well, it's kind of complicated. I don't know what to call them, but I guess with what I'm doing about it, I would have to call him a boyfriend.
Did he do that to you?
Well, short answer, yes. Long answer, more complicated. He's kind of also a fitness junkie. Part of where we met and how things came to be, and we started living together a little more recently, and kind of hasn't been all dandy. Lately, I've kind of been doing a lot more working out. Maybe because of our sparring matches. But I've been getting a little bit stronger, and I think it's starting to occur to him that I'm starting to pass him, and well, you know, some people and wouldn't want a woman to be stronger than them, that type.
I think it's one of those guys.
Yeah. So, on a high horse, he decided, why don't we have a sparring match, and wanted to prove himself, and, well, he was desperate, and she just points to her eye.
Hmm. So he played dirty.
Not so much dirty, but certainly unsportsmanly.
Yeah, say call it what you will. It's dirty to me. Is he here?
No. He started going to a different gym in the city not too long after, well, I started to pass him, 'cause, I don't know, I guess he made him a little bit more happy with himself that he didn't have to watch me surpass him. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
I'd love to do something about it, but we're signed into a lease, so until that lease is up, I can't leave the apartment, and I don't know.
Hmm.
Paul,
Yes.
a question rises to the back of your mind.
I think I had the exact same question.
This question,
As a player.
this question, though, is one that you may have not considered asking in a normal situation, almost comes to you. It feels unnatural that this question comes to your mind. Like it's not your question, but it's one that you want to ask through other means.
Is it perhaps the same question that I may or may not be thinking about right now?
If that question is, what's his name, you are correct.
That's exactly the question I'm thinking of. So, what's even this guy's name? I think I may have known him. I've been around the fitness scene for a bit.
You're not planning on doing anything, are you?
Oh no. No, I'm not planning on it, but you know, I'll just if I know who to look out for, then like I'll know like how to explain. I'm not going to search him out, but if I'm ever sparring against him, then you know, I may hit him a little extra hard.
I must have gotten real vindictive, because that kind of sounds like fun. Well, if you ever get matched against a Kuga Matsuo, hit him a little harder for me.
Could you possibly put that in like notes or DM it to me, God?
I can put that in the social link notes for the gym.
I think I missed like 30 seconds of that because my PC decided to lock up and to be restarted. And
Quick summary. Boyfriend bad, Kuga Matsuo's name.
Mhm.
So
Kick
all,
his ass.
Scared of being surpassed by women.
Women.
yes,
Wait a
all
minute.
Maze and Mize have abusive figures that they have to deal with, apparently.
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 Yes.
All right. So in the social link notes, you have a name.
Yeah, there it is. And I watched it get put up to a.
+5.
I watched that happen.
Yep.
I'm assuming it's +5 because Tiger needs to be taken out.
Yes.
Yeah, I figured.
So murder.
Yeah, murder.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yuck.
Yes, indeed. So after making a mental note of that name, he's just gonna be like, "All right, cool. Now, with that off of your chest and out of the way, did you want to work out with me?"
Her mind seems a lot lighter, and she exhales and says, "Sure."
Alright.
And you go about your normal workout.
Yeah, normal routine.
Na-na-na. All right.
All right.
Yes. Now we have Mei Kayame again. Except this time it's Kayame's turn to tell
Do we need-
backstory.
Do we
or
need the
something.
sad music?
I don't know. This isn't my one. This is Kayame's one.
All right.
Oh,
Kaime, do you want me to just grab music, or you want to put some music on?
You know what I'm looking for, so go for it.
Cool. All right. Let's do.
Is what serious level is this compared to mine? Is the question.
Well, I mean, tell me if this is overkill.
Or are we back to 9 out of 10 serious music?
It might work fine. It might work fine.
I'll start here. I guess I knock at the door.
It's just unlocked.
I walk in. Don't you see the room? Peek into the room.
She's just in there. Kind of just in a daze, kind of.
May is gonna come in. At some point she's taken off her eye patch to be a bit more, I don't know, less hiding behind it. And says hi.
Oh, were you coming? That's what you're doing today.
Yeah, you said yesterday you had something you wanted to talk to me, or you'd tell me about and talk to me about.
It only seems fair to speak to you about it.
Well, I'm all ears. Do you want to sit down or something?
Sure. She'll walk you to the other room. a bit weird for me to talk about what's going on with me.
I mean,
I'm
go ahead.
As you might remember, I'm not exactly, or I haven't exactly been here for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here because I'm running away from my own responsibilities.
And why are they your responsibilities?
When I started studying, I was supposed to decrease the rate of suicides where I was from. Instead, they only increased.
And what makes this your fault exactly?
It's my whole profession, the whole thing I set out to do was to lower it, but to have it only go up, and then the local enforcement just wanted to put it all on me. The only person in the town that could feasibly put it down, they just looked to something to blame. Someone.
Of course they want a scapegoat.
So I ran away from it all.
I
Ran
mean,
away from the people I failed.
but did the were the people you counseled the people doing this, or was it others that you didn't? Or does it not make a difference?
I
Can't
lost people I was canceling, people I wasn't canceling, they were all pinned on me.
Mm.
In that sense, I started to study the metaverse and figure out a way if I could use it.
You want to
To-
use it to help people?
I wanted to prevent what I failed doing before. I wanted to use it to change people for the better.
Mm-hmm. So you want to go track down people who are in the metaverse feeling suicidal for whatever reason and go deal with those shadows and help them?
If I could do it for every single one of them, I would.
A big undertaking, but
But I've
I'm-
been having to go to the city to constantly be in the legal battles of who did this, who did that, who didn't do this.
so they're still after you to continue scapegoating you?
The man from the other day.
Oh, that guy.
Been going after me for almost a year now.
It's rough. Do you know why he's after you so long? Is he just there because he wants the money? Is he got some personal stake in the thing? What?
His son was one of my patients I failed.
Hmm.
He's also in the law business, so he's trying to pin everything on me. What did we pay her for if it didn't change anything?
That's the worst justification I've heard in a word.
Do I just like that?
I don't know if you want to dig through the history of what happened or not, but regardless, we've got one thing we can do about it.
His name has already come up.
Yep. One more target to deal with. Hopefully, just change of heart is enough to do the job.
Even how much he's tormented me, I couldn't bring myself to anything more.
Not gonna argue with you.
That city already put so much blood on my hands. I don't need any more.
For what it's worth, you've been great with what you've been doing here, and like, I do appreciate it.
I'd like to think that's true. That what I'm doing here is worth it.
Well, at the very least, you're helping one person. So, providing a benefit, it's helping. And maybe if we get this cleared up, we can go venture through Tamira's, see if we can track down and help as many people as we can find down there. Once you've got more time.
Feels like a cheat, honestly, but I would rather cheat than lose more people.
I mean, do you want to go into the further history, or do you think that's confidentiality and you shouldn't?
I don't know if I can at the moment until the business is dealt with.
Well,
Not to drag you into it.
I've dragged you into all my problems already. Like, I'm not gonna protest if you do the same. I already offered to help.
You hear from the lobby your secretary telling someone they can't go in there.
I'm gonna
And
very
you,
quickly quietly zip to the door and lock it.
before
'Cause
you're
Nate has-
able to, the door does burst open. As he was already at the door by the time you heard that.
Rip. May will take a step back and put her iPad back on hastily.
Awful lax for someone who's supposed to be in a meeting right now, Kayame. I believe we've set up these dates and times well in advance.
I'm only a few minutes out, it's fine.
Is it fine? Because in my eyes, the less time you have to make another victim, the better.
May is going to glare at him.
So you've got this one well trained enough, at least.
I don't train people, I help them.
Like you helped my son? I've noticed.
We're gonna go with it. Are you sure you're not the one to blame from what I'm seeing here?
Sounds like you know a thing or two.
I'm gonna insight him. I want to see if May's hit the mark or completely missed it.
Ooh, what are we insighting for? What are we looking for here?
Is this similar to what's going on for May? Or was it similar to?
Let's see.
Please.
He'll roll for the nat 20, but no. Similar to in what way? Like,
Is he kind of abusive or something? Or maybe not even that severe, but you know.
Exploitative?
you get
Yeah.
the feeling that as an individual, he'd be like strict, but nothing abusive comes off from him.
Hmm.
And with such an insight gap, what you see in front of you is a grieving parent.
Well, I guess with the read, May will answer more than you want to know. She is helping, truly. We'll know you him with even more trauma.
Yeah, well. With any luck, we'll have this over with before her help leads you off the end of a bridge. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get down to the courthouses before we have time to make it that far.
Fine.
He looks down at May. You can tell he kind of feels bad that he's lashing out at you. But he sticks to his guns. If you paid her any money, I'd get ready to get it back. And then he looks to Kayame. And I wouldn't get too used to your license to practice either.
Yes, we're just going to give him the traumatized glare. I think I don't have much to do beyond that.
Where's the traumatized debuff? no traumatized debuff.
Shame.
I'll grab my things and I'll be out in a minute.
Good enough. I'll be waiting in the car.
That is what I have to deal with.
Well, let's hurry up and go deal with him first, then.
We'll need to go today, but well, I can't blame him for being upset.
I mean, I can't blame him either. I don't think he's strict, but he didn't give off the vibe that he was worse. But he's going too far. And if you want me to give a selfish excuse, I very much need you around.
Well, I wouldn't be fighting this if I didn't think I had a chance. It might help to get on my case more if I don't head out.
Get going, I can find my own way out.
Just take all the time you need in here. I don't think you'd mess anything up. I already haven't.
The room will be fine. Go deal with your stuff. Pop in sometime at lunch and just talk more.
Thanks for sticking by me.
Of course.
And she'll head out.
With that, we will fade back to our town map.
God damn. Fucking cooking over there, goddamn.
We just gave Greg like all of it. I'm like, so here's what's happening.
So, that happens. Meanwhile, Paul's over here like, I used to make tea for my mother. I'm a little bit of a badass. I grew up in Florida.
Completely, I'm like, when I'm making the character, I'm like, all right, so what do I need to make for a target for the Death Arcana? You know what? Let's fuck shit up. Suicide.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Mildly concerned at how comfortable I was at playing such a dickhead role. I don't know.
Pretty natural.
Yeesh.
All that experience from losing us Friday funnies.
Yeah. I did lose the Friday funnies, that's correct.
I think May was leaning towards I'd like to stab this person right now.
I felt like
That fuck up our campaign is just May commits murder in broad daylight. Unprompted, basically.
And she's not going to, but
I was like
Then the
I was mentally prepared to be in a screaming match with Kayame in that room. 100%.
Oh.
nice.
No, Kame was in complete just shutdown mode.
Yep. If Kayame had started like yelling, I was ready to yell back.
Listen, all right. If I was not in my parents' house, I'd be yes. I would go that far.
he'd be screwed then, because May is not going to put up with that.
Yeah, that's right. That actually would have been very awkward to explain to my grandparents, but I would have.
Right? Right? Yeah.
I would have my grandparents would have just been like, "Who are you yelling at?" And I was like, "Oh, that's D&D."
Right.
We're acting.
But I will
Yeah.
progress
The
tonight.
sheesh goddamn of the session.
That is the sheesh goddamn of the session.
I have been prepping that for like
I
3
don't
weeks
know.
now.
I don't know. I make tea.
Yeah, that's true. Paul makes tea.
Some pretty
I'll
bomb ass
mix-
tea.
Apparently, some bomb ass tea, and some good old coffee that he may or may not have gotten through ill-gotten gain, illegal means. I don't know. He just knows a guy.
You know
knows a
you've got you've gotten to the bit when you stressed yourself out.
When that piece too good, oh god.
Tea's too good.
The tea's too good.
You RP sipping the tea. You actually taste it. Whoa.
And yeah. You ever RP so hard you can taste it?
I can feel it.
That's some fucking orc power right there.
That's orc right there.
Woo.
All right. With that night, I think this is gonna be a little early, but a good place to end for today.
Yeah,
We don't know if we come back from that.
We did 3 hours.
We did
That's pretty
we did do the 3 hours. We started a little late, so this is a little over 3 hours. We're only half an hour out from the normal end time.
Yes.
When I was like, I'm gonna do it now because I don't know if we do it later. But also, if I do it now, we're gonna end session.
Yep. Yeah, you knew. You knew.
I knew exactly what I was doing.
It would be so flaccid to jump into normal social hours for the rest of the session.
It's just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe just go on the next day. Play some of this. Hold on, let me get it right quick.
Jump from that to Chesapeake
Alright.
Park.
And go right back. We go right back to Chester Park. Get the good music on. Get a little skip going, and then go to the next day, and we're all just hunky dory.
Yeah, definitely.
I will say this: you all do not have to worry about that heavy shit with Hotta's back. The Hotta's issue. It's not going to be that bad.
I refuse to comment.
I think it's
Oh, yeah.
hilarious that like this is like your guys' backstories and stuff. You have no idea how much I'm gonna be using this type of material to just push main story to be even heavier.
Yes.
But yeah, funny, hilarious, having a great time. Basically. So next week is session on Sunday as normal. As long as everybody's good.
Yes.
The Sunday after that, March the 3rd, is the one that we're skipping.
Yee.
Uh,
And then what are you gonna do about the other?
and
Yeah, 'cause
then
the 10th is pre-release, so we might be back for that.
March 10th is...
It is at
It's at 1.
Yeah.
If it ends before 5, then we'll
We'll be
most
back for normal
likely
time.
be back.
If it ends at 6, we'll be back around an hour after, which is still fine.
Yeah, so I'd just say there's a chance we're going to be starting later on March 10th.
Okie doke.
Daylight
We're-
saving times on the 10th.
Yes, with the
Beautiful.
10th,
God.
it's definitely going to be something play by ear.
Nope.
Play by ear for time. I'll definitely still run a session because I don't think we'll be in Palace by then, so it'll still just be social hours probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Or like lead up to Palace by that point maybe.
Fucking next session will be Halloween too. Whoa.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We might just cuz it might be something special for the Halloween session for Halloween day next session, and then that'll probably take up a decent chunk of time. and that'll probably be where we leave off on the session after, and then it's just going through and doing
Next
the
month.
stuff.
Ooh.
Into March, we start November.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, hey, we've been doing it for over a month in game now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go. Because we started, what, first or second week of September?
I think so.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah, it was in September. It wasn't August.
All right. But yeah, so that'll be it for session. You might note on the calendar in game, I've added some notes for holidays
Yeah, I saw that
Yeah.
earlier.
Halloween.
up until
Thanksgiving?
up
New
until
Year.
Christmas. I haven't added New Year's yet.
Equipment.
Hey, Christmas.
I
Christmas.
placed Thanksgiving on the Japanese Thanksgiving.
That makes sense. Yes.
That, yeah.
Because in Canada, it's October.
It's first week of October.
Because
yeah.
we're fucking weird.
And then in Freedom Land, it's what, first, second week of November?
Something like that.
I honestly can't remember.
We got the American in here, doesn't even know.
Let's go.
Americans saying, yeah, sure is.
I want to say it's the third week of November, but I'm not positive.
I know it's one of those ones that changes based on the year. So it's first,
Silent
second,
Night.
or third something of November. I know the Japanese one is funny. I looked it up on the Japanese calendar and it was just like, it's just November 23rd. So, same day every year.
So it looks like it's the last week of November.
Oh. So yeah,
Ah.
it's slightly off for what the American one would have been.
Yeah, fourth Thursday.
Yeah, I'm just adding the main holidays that I know would be recognizable internationally. I'm not going to worry about the local Japanese holidays on the calendar. Much as I could go for the realism.
Golden Week.
Shame.
I'll get Golden Week. I'll figure out what Golden Week is. I don't know what Golden Week is off the top of my head, but I will get Golden Week.
You should do your research in Japanese culture.
Golden
Other
Week is...
funny holidays.
Golden Week is apparently April 29th to May 5th.
There you go.
So unfortunately, it's a slightly different backstory that gives the backstory feature of traumatized glare.
Yep.
The haunted one backstory actually lets you have traumatized glare as your feature, basically.
Nice.
Alright, I am going to